Alright, so I just got home from work. These videos have been released and I need to check them out. I didn't have time to change my tie because I was too excited. But we're going to go and review all these War Campaign finale videos. There's several of them. Hopefully they will be revealing, you know, with a lot of information. I've made some predictions about Sylvanas having a bigger plan, and hopefully will not be the villain that she has been spun to be, but we're going to find out. Our Dark Lady hopefully will be vindicated here. We're definitely going to watch all these. I think there's 5 of them, and we're going to watch all of them in a row and react to all of them. So let's go ahead and start the first one, the War Campaign finale for Azeroth.
Anduin, Sylvanas' actions have threatened us all, and day by day, her power grows. If our world is to survive, we must strike while we still can. Meet with me, and we will speak.
Yep, so Saurfang and the Alliance.
So few.
How many can you provide?
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done.
Good.
If we end her reign, what kind of war chief will you be?
The horde I joined was birthed in blood, tainted by corruption. The road that led to the Dark Portal was long and wide, paved with the bones of innocence. We called it the Path of Glory. That was the great lie upon which the Horde was founded. That anything we did was honorable. Thrall, Rosen, they were not the true heirs to Blackhand's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No. No, this is the Horde. Led by you. Someone who has
Honor. I've never known honor. They deserve more. But the Horde is doomed to be shackled by the chains of the past.
The Horde has no exclusive claim to regrets. Arthas, Dalen, the ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
We could not fill the chasm between the Horde and Alliance if we labored 1,000 years. You know this.
Then what are we fighting for?
Soldiers,
There we are.
On your feet.
All the traders gathered.
Breaking camp immediately. Lord South.
Oh, Zappy Boy.
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth. And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now, there are only 2 forces in this world that matter. One bent on harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
Alright, back that up so I have a good screen in the background. So, we have all the traders there. We've got Lorthamar, and we've got I guess King Anduin and Jaina and Rexar I saw. So all the big heroes, Thrall, and of course Saurfang. So you got all the heroes gathered here, basically, and Anduin is being a kingmaker, telling Saurfang, "You'll be the next war chief. We want you." And they're all trying to say that they're for Azeroth against Sylvanas and whatever it is that's driving her. So there you have this side of the story. Let's see the next side. Alright, so this is the Sourfang Sylvanas War Campaign finale, so let's see what happens here. This one's more of a cinematic version. So we've got Anduin, Sourfang, and Thrall at the gates of Orgrimmar. Okay.
Varrock, it's time. Those who defend Orgrimmar are Horde as well. Our brothers and sisters. These warriors have sworn to fight. For you. Many lives will be lost. Or perhaps just one.
So, interestingly, there seem to be a lot more people here now than there was in the previous one. They were talking about so few. So, let's continue and see. What's he gonna do?
Sylvanas Windrunner!
Challenge her to single combat?
I challenge! Makora!
Interesting. There she is. Such great cinematics.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer.
God, look at the look in her eyes. Is that Zalatath?
You cannot win. My old friend. You and I. We don't get
Thrall's
to
looking
hide.
old.
I set you on this path.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Gonna use Anduin's sword. Little zappy boy. Well, if that's not the ultimate traitor,
Let it be finished.
fighting her with the Alliance King's sword. That is. Or is it not? No, those are just regular daggers. Look at those wounds.
The High Overlord falls. I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
You cannot kill hope.
Well, she...
She tried until herself.
Yes, she did.
You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing. The Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
The Horde is nothing!
Uh-oh. That could be a huge
You
mistake.
are all nothing!
For Azeroth!
If if you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor, standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
Okay. She basically just abandoned the Horde.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
All right. Okay. That sucks. Okay, Saurfang's dead. That was probably inevitable all along. They finally got Sylvanas to basically abdicate. She just said, "You are all nothing," and left. And she lost the Horde right at the moment where she said the Horde is nothing. You could see it right there that she turned everybody against her. Now she's alone. What does that mean? Will she be a boss in 8.3 now? Is she going to be somebody we kill? If she is, that's going to be terribly sad. As I have mentioned before, I've played an undead, and she has been my Dark Lady for many, many, many years. I don't know that I like the way that this has turned. I still hope she's got a good reason for what she's done. But we will definitely find out in the long run. In the short run, it looks very bad, and I'm very, very disappointed. Okay, let's move on to the 3 epilogues. There's 3 epilogues, one for each faction as we have now. We've got the Alliance, the Horde, and the Saurfang faction. So let's look at the epilogues for each of those, and we'll wrap this up. Alright, so this is the Saurfang campaign finale.
Varrock Saurfang, son of Koruk,
His funeral, or at
supreme
least
commander of the might of Kalimdor, High Overlord
Oh, come
of the
on.
Horde. He led the charge against the Lich King. He defended our world from the Legion. Saurfang inspired all of us to strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde marched on Ankara,
King Anduin standing on the steps
Saurfang, who valiantly commanded our combined
in Orgrimmar.
forces. Today, his courage saved thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now, greet your son with honor and glory.
Well, even though he was a traitor to my Dark Lady, not in general, I give him his props. I don't know, all the Alliance guys going home to through their portal. Bye, Jaina. Alright, so there's Saurfang's epilogue. Let's look at the others now. Alright, so here's the Alliance epilogue.
Jaina, what a relief to see you safe. Hello.
They're gonna make her
Word has spread
the
what
new
happened
leader
to
of the
Orgrimmar.
undead.
Is the war finally over?
It will take time for all the pockets of fighting to be quelled, but yes, I believe
New
so.
Queen of the Forsaken.
Azeroth has seen so many wars, so much strife. I pray we have earned a respite.
As do I. Have you been able to find peace in your own heart, Derek?
Oh,
I still have some rough seas to sail, but I'm much better now. Thanks to Kalia. Without her guidance...
All right, do we see a relationship growing between Jaina's brother and Kalia Menethil now? Yeah, so Arthas and Jaina had a thing. Now we have Jaina's brother and Arthas' sister, both now Forsaken, one Lightborn, one Dark. Interesting.
I'm truly lost.
I'm so grateful you brought us together, Jaina. This time with Derek has helped me as much as it's helped him.
In the wake of this war, others will need to find their footing, their future. Perhaps you could guide them.
They're going to set them up as the leadership of the Forsaken.
I'm not sure how much help I could be. I don't have all the answers.
Maybe they don't need answers. Maybe they just need hope. Like I did.
Well said, Big Brother. Come, let's take a walk. I am so grateful to have you both back in my life.
Is that it?
Let's enjoy this moment together.
Okay. So I think I discussed the major points of this. Derek and Kalia together, romantic, as undead, as gross as that may seem. Possibly the new leaders of the Forsaken under the Horde. Maybe. That remains to be seen. All right, let's go with the final epilogue, Sylvanas's, and let's see what she's got to say for herself. So this is the loyalist-sided Horde, folks. That's me. We're going to see if there's any revelations here for us. Please let there be something.
Ah, champion. I wasn't certain you made it out of Orgrimmar. If the traitors knew of your service to me, they'd have put you in irons. Or worse. Sarfang's ill-considered challenge may have ended the war prematurely, but it doesn't matter now. Countless souls have been fed to the hungering darkness. Though I cared nothing for the living, I did pity the Forsaken, for the great injustice that made them what they are. I understand the cruelty of fate better than anyone. But despite all I taught them, they stubbornly clung to hope, to life. They will learn the truth, along with all the rest.
I want to know what that truth is.
My bargain with Ajara will yet bear fruit. The armies of Azeroth will fight her master, and he will line their streets with corpses. In the end, he too will serve dead.
Okay.
Enough reflection. There are preparations to be made. Nothing lasts. When next you see me, you will understand.
Oh, I look forward to understanding. Okay.
Ah, champion. You will understand.
Give me something good. Okay, that tells us a lot. So, she is basically in that conversation just talking about the Forsaken in past tense. She's no longer the queen of the Forsaken. She is off on her own. Serving who? Serving her master, who is death. Who is that? Bwonsamdi references the boss on numerous occasions. Is that Helia? Is there somebody else that they're serving? In the great image, maybe I'll put it up here, showing all of the factions of the plains of Azeroth. Not even Azeroth, but all the plains of everything. Death is its own faction. She's off on her own now, serving her master, Death, whoever that is. We're going to find out. But she's just said, I had an agreement with Queen Ashara. She intentionally set that up to have everybody go down there and free N'Zoth in order to create the corpses lining the street to serve her master Death. So she's serving her own purpose. She's no longer head of the Forsaken. She is no longer the war chief. I wonder who the new war chief's going to be. Thrall doesn't want it. Sourfang's dead. Bane would be a good candidate to be war chief. I think that may happen. Lorthamar, no. I don't think anybody else. I think Bane's going to end up being war chief. But now we still have two factions who are trying to patch up their differences for Azeroth. And we have Sylvanas and her Death faction. And the Loyalists. Mike Toon is a Loyalist. I've always worked on her side. So we'll have to see in 8.2.5 how that, if that impacts my character play, if at all. All right, well, that is the story up to this point. It's very interesting. We're looking forward to seeing what happens next. The line, when next you see me, you will understand. I can't wait. Bring it on. All right, thanks for coming by. Excuse the tie. I know it looks formal, but I couldn't wait to see these. So I'm going to check out, and we'll hopefully see you for the next episode in this lore. Should be exciting. All right, see you later.